For more on how this winter storm is impacting travel plans, we're joined by Pearson Airport spokesperson Sean Davidson. Sean, thank you so much for braving the elements and giving us the latest information as to what's happening at the airport. So can you tell us how many canceled flights you're seeing today for both departing and arriving? And of course, what about those delays?
So it's a fluid situation right now. We're obviously seeing a significant impact from this winter weather system. Out on the apron here right now at Toronto Pearson, the snow continues to fall, but it's an important reminder to passengers who are flying out this afternoon or through the evening or even tomorrow to check their flight status before they come to the airport.
All right, Sean, so I can see some vehicles there behind you. How are your crews doing? Of course, they're very important in terms of making sure that operations are running smoothly. And what snow plans does the airport have in place?
So I'll just step out of the way so I can show you what's happening here right now. So right here, we actually have a snow melter. So in real time, because there's so much snow in some of these snow events, we have to melt in real time. So that's what this snowplow is doing here. We're obviously just coming off the back of another snowstorm last week. So there's a significant amount across the 5 million square meters that we have to clear. So from the taxiways, aprons, and runways. So there are a number of these melters across the airfield, and we'll continue to melt the snow in real time. But you can see there are aircraft arriving and departing today, obviously just slower than normal. There are traffic management initiatives in place, which means that the rate of arrival and departing aircraft is slowed down a bit. And that's so that we can get out to the taxiways, runways, and aprons and clear the snow in between those flights. So it's all hands on deck, but it's a very busy day here at the airport.
Okay, so speaking of busy, thank you for mentioning that. Do you have a sense of how many people have changed their flight arrangements as they were warned, of course, to check in with their various airlines before heading out to Pearson Airport?
So passengers are checking directly with their airlines. Our responsibility here is getting out to clear the airfield and make sure as many planes can take off and land as possible. The airport actually is quiet today because a lot of flights were canceled in advance by the airlines. So passengers haven't come here. We're actually not seeing any sort of lineup or anything like that in the terminal. But we're going to continue our work throughout the day. And even when the snow stops, it doesn't stop for the airfield maintenance team who have to continue moving snow around. It's a significant amount, and it's having a big impact on the operations. The flights that are taking off and landing today will also be going through our centralized de-icing facility. It's the largest in the world, and so really it's a big operation. We have opened our emergency operation control system, and so that we have an airport-wide response to this snow event. So it's a lot of work, but we're doing as much as we can to make sure that people can be moving as quickly as possible through this event.
Okay, but still some good information, not knowing that there's long lineups happening at Pearson Airport. But we, as you just mentioned, know that there are some flights that are still there. So are there any routes that are more impacted than others, like flights to other Canadian cities and, of course, many flights down south of the border?
I think that's an important point because a lot of the U.S. is obviously seeing this storm as well. So while we're being impacted here at Toronto Pearson, there's a lot of impacts as well to other destinations, New York area, Chicago, all the way through the U.S. So it's not just here at Toronto Pearson. It's remembering that even when the snow stops here, there could be impacts to your flights at other destinations as well. But we're going to continue working with all of our airline partners. Our emergency operations control center will remain open as we continue to assist with our airport-wide response to this event.
Okay, so of course an ongoing situation. So it might be early to tell, but still, do you have any idea on how many days it may take before all the delayed or canceled flights will be rescheduled?
So once the snow stops, the airlines will go into recovery mode. We'll continue to work with them to help in any way that we can to get people moving. But really, it's when we see that snowfall stop is when the recovery mode for the airlines begins, and that usually takes. That could take anywhere from 24 hours to a few days, depending on the severity. But also, like we mentioned, because there's so much impact to other airports across the U.S., it could take longer depending on what they're seeing in their operations as well.
Okay, definitely evolving situation, but thank you for keeping us in the loop. That is Pearson Airport spokesperson Sean Davidson. Just head back inside, get warm right now.
Yeah,
Thanks so
exactly.
much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.